Hi guys, very short video here about dedicated GPU memory versus shared GPU memory. I have here a nice mini PC, that's the Ace Magician Ryzen 5 5600U. We have even different power settings, absolutely awesome. But what I've noticed here in the task manager, we see only very few dedicated GPU memory, and I've double checked and it looks like this is really the case. Only 512 megabytes dedicated GPU memory, and this mini PC is actually sold as a gaming mini PC. So I was really wondering if this thing is really working or not. This topic is actually based on some conversation which I had with a viewer. He also has a mini PC, I think even the same as I have. I mean, that's another one actually, that's not the one which I'm using every day, but it's a very similar device. And he wrote me that he has changed the setting in the BIOS for the dedicated GPU memory. He has assigned much more dedicated GPU memory, and he claimed that everything is running, especially in the games, of course, running much faster. And so I was super scared here because it has only 512 megabytes dedicated GPU memory. And by the way, I've also checked in the BIOS setting and I haven't found any option to change the values for the dedicated GPU memory, so I left it like that and tested it. And so this mini PC in this configuration works very well. Again, I have a very similar device. It's a Beelink Ryzen 5 5560U, very similar CPU and GPU, but it has dedicated 4 gigabytes of memory for the GPU. And this thing here, this device, performs still a little bit better. Of course, it has a little bit higher CPU and GPU frequency, but very slightly, and it has a little bit of more RAM, of course, 32 gigabytes, but usually this doesn't make a huge difference as long as you have enough, and I have already 16 gigabytes on the other system, so I don't think it's a bottleneck or so. Yeah, this definitely performs really good with only 512 megabytes. But we see here, even during gaming, that of course the dedicated GPU memory is fully used, but only 3.5 out of maximum 15.7 gigabytes shared GPU memory is used. That's quite a surprise. I was expecting much higher numbers here in the shared GPU memory, but obviously it doesn't need more memory. I mean, we have here 32 gigabytes of memory built in, so it could use much more. Even when it's using 16 gigabytes, we still had 16 gigabytes left for the CPU to use, but it's using very low amount, and so I'm not surprised that there's not a big difference between the dedicated GPU and the shared GPU. But I mean, I'm not a pro, this is just what I'm seeing here. You can see I can press on escape and you can see the game is definitely running normal FPS. I mean, here I'm using the silent mode. I could also increase to the high performance mode, and then the FPS go up almost instantly. But even like that, there is not more shared GPU memory used. Looks like it doesn't need more memory. The only thing which is increased is the speed of the CPU and GPU. I'm slowing it down here again, otherwise it's getting a little bit loud from the fan. So the bottom line for me, there doesn't seem any need to allocate more dedicated memory, but I might be wrong. If you have different opinion, then just let us know. Maybe also show and share some screenshot and tell us about your own experience. And that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.